You coward. As you guys saw there, I took a win against Dragapult EX. This Pokemon, Mega Excadrill, can actually one-shot him. Yeah, hit for 330 damage. You gotta have 2 other energies attached to him, but that's no problem with Steven's Metagross. With X-Boot, once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 1 basic Psychic and 1 basic Steel energies and attach them to one of your Steel Pokemon or Psychic Pokemon in any way you like. Very helpful, especially with Mega Skarmory. A lot of people kind of didn't really know how to charge them up and stuff, and Steven's Metagross kind of gives you that ability, man, and he's amazing in this deck. He can snipe for 220 on the bench. Yeah, really scary for your opponent, not good. Of course, you know, felt like I had to throw in a baby Excadrill in here only because of the single price decks out there. They're kind of annoying. I know you guys understand. We kind of made this deck a little beefy with Iron Defenders. I threw 2 in there. Of course, they give you 30 more. Your Steel Pokemon take 30 less damage, so if you stack them on there, it's pretty nice. I threw in Max Rod only because I felt that if one of my Excadrills gets knocked out and I'm going to be losing all that energy, well, Max Rod would be very useful in this, right? Of course, my signature accoutrement here is a Pokemon Catcher. I really like that. Of course, we had to throw in Rare Candy, some Metal Lab, 1 Boss's Orders is my signature, with some Pokemon Catchers, of course, and then Hilda and Dawn. I think they go really good in this deck. Philippe. I think it's Philippe, guys. Yeah, but he's helpful. You get to attach 2 basic Steel energies to your Steel Pokemon. One of your Steel Pokemon, Petrol, to find our Pokemon Catchers, Rare Candies, Max Rod, of course, Metal Lab, Iron Defenders, all that good stuff, man, and our Air Balloon, and of course we had to throw in some Magnetic in there. It's kind of weird having the Magnetic in there with Steven's Metagross, but it works, alright guys, it really does. You can find it with Hilda, and of course Magnetic makes my Steel Pokemon not have any retreat costs if this card is attached to them. And I put in 5 Steel energies and 4 Psychic. It works, I know it's excessive, but like I said, you're going to be able to find all these energies very, very easily. And yeah, guys, it really works. Other than the occasional loss, a victory with this deck is just very satisfying. Let's get into it. So I lost the first 2 matches I went against. The first one was against a Marnie's Grimmsnarl deck, and although I thought I had the win in the bag, I was gravely mistaken. They were able to quickly get out their Marnie's Grimmsnarl, charge him up, put an air balloon on their monkey, switch him out with their Marnie's Grimmsnarl, who proceeded to wreak havoc, as you guys know, if you guys ever have gone up against this deck. And they ended up filling up their bench, and proceeded to Adrena Brain my bench, setting themselves up for multi-prize KOs. So naturally I just conceded. I know you guys understand. The second losing match was against a Hops Trevenant deck, so already I was faced with quite the challenges for this deck, but I wasn't going to change anything just yet, you know, just because of these 2 losses. That being said, I had a lot of single prize card decks in mind while making this deck, and this was one of them. Ultimately, for going against Hops Trevenant, sniping your opponent's bench is key, and that's why Skarmory is good in this deck. But, you know, my opponent took advantage of some misplays I made, but after reviewing the footage, I think some way of getting tools and energy off my opponent's Pokemon would greatly help in this build. you know, this Mega Excadrill deck kind of has a lot of potential, man. It's really fun. One of the biggest mistakes in this match I made, you know, was not charging up my Fez and Skarmory for those early snipes. I could have easily sniped their Hops Trevenant. Yeah, Hops Band, of course, gives 30 more damage to your opponent's Pokemon's attacks, and their attacks cost 1 energy less. That's very unpleasant. So his Trevenant could do 130 damage for no energy. That's not cool, you know. So there's kind of a hard match, but again, if I would have sniped early game, I think I could have got that. Took out a Trevenant and that little Snorlax and maybe done a Ruffian on him. That would have helped a lot, you know, but hey, hindsight is 2020. And also, I would like to see an inclusion of perhaps a better one prize attacker that I could use, like Baby Excadrill, you know, because he needs 2 fighting energies, and man, I just don't want to run 2 types, well, 3 types of energies in this. That would be wild, right? But it could work if I do it, right? With Crispin, I'm still thinking about it. We could still tweak it. And now thinking about it, I can probably add an Uxie in this deck. An Uxie would be amazing in this deck, you know what I mean? I can charge him up with a Crispin, maybe Steven's Metagross, and he can do, what is it, 10 damage for every damage counter on all my opponent's Pokemon. That could be quite devastating for my opponents in the future, you know what I mean? They'll switch out some almost knocked out Pokemon. I'll retreat into the one prizer Uxie, who is charged up now because of a Crispin or maybe my Steven's Metagross, and he can do some serious damage, man. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna get rid of Baby Excadrill, because he's kind of pointless. I don't run any fighting energy in this. And yeah, we had to take the L there from his Hops Trevenant with that Hops Band. Pretty effective deck right there. After he took my Mega Excadrill, I knew it was over. I wasn't going to let this match make me change anything on this deck just yet, you know, so we were going to just experiment a little more, and I think the next matches went a little better than this. And after those losses, I went on to take some wins, of course, and I first went against a Mega Darkrai deck. That was pretty intense. Then I went against a Jellicent EX deck. That was pretty fun. He tried to control me. I made a bunch of misplays. However, I'm surprised I won that match. The damage ceiling for him is kind of capped, you know, it's only 180 for Jellicent. It was a fun game in the end. However, those misplays could have cost me in the long run. But it was a good learning curve. Alright, let's see what we got here. Choose Tails. I have confidence. Oh, and look at that. We got Tails. Very good. Yes, I would like to go first. You know, I've learned in evolution decks we probably want to go first, right, guys? Makes sense, right? You want to get him out there. You want to evolve him as quickly as possible. And look at that. I got some Steven's Beldums. And it would appear as if we're going against a Dragapult EX. Alright. So this should be fairly interesting. Thoroughly interesting. Like I said, I'm debating on whether to change Mega Excadrill out. Or I mean Baby Excadrill. Baby Excadrill needs to go. I do not run fighting energies. He's kind of pointless, other than him having those colorless energies for my charge. I'm going to put a Drill Burr down. Charge him up with a Steel. It's probably the smart thing. I got the Hilda. So we'll have 2 next turn. I can sacrifice a Beldum if I need be, you know? But what if I top deck my Mega Excadrill or Metagross? That would be cool, right? Ideally, that's what we want to do. Forgive my creaky chair, guys. Need to get some new stuff. Chair's on the list. Creaky chair. No fun. And he's got the Dusknoir build. Scary, but manageable. Of course, Dusknoir does Curse Blast for 150 damage. It's pretty significant. However, I do take a prize card, but for him it can translate into 4 prize cards, 5 prize cards in our case. I don't know. Kinda scared. Tick, tick, tock, man. Have to fast forward some of this stuff here. Okay. Double Dreepies. Kind of scary. 1 charged up Dreepy. Alright, I got my Iron Defender, my Mega Excadrill, and Beldum can be covered. But that still leaves me to need to retreat my Beldum, of course. I'm gonna need a Hilda. But is that the smart thing to do here? Yeah. Gonna do it. Yeah, and then I can just free retreat. Oops. Alright, regardless. We're gonna take a sacrifice, because if I charged him up, he could have lost it. And I'll save my Iron Defender. That's what I was debating right now, if I should save my Iron Defender or not. Here we go. Some Recon Directive, man. That deck always has everything it needs. And I'm debating, right? Should I put some Drillbur Draw Engine in this? That would be kind of fun. You know, the Drillbur Draw Engine would work in Chandelure. I think I need to put some Dudunsparce Draw Engine in there. Anyway, but we're on Mega Excadrill right now. And yeah, some kind of draw would be nice. Mystery Garden, but I don't have any psychic Pokemon in here, really. I don't know. Some Buddy Puffin. Alright, double Duskulls. Hopefully he doesn't have 2 Dusknoirs. That would suck, huh? Rare Candy. I'm gonna boss up this guy here. I'm gonna retreat. My Beldum here, Steven's Beldum, and I should do an Iron Defender, just in case. I feel like Dragapult's coming. I will undermine thee. Bam! Knock. Oh yeah. Crispin, very nice. We like Crispin. Saw that coming. Wow, I was waiting for that double Dust Skull, man. That was intense. That would have been wild. So he had the rare candy. Now, does he have the Neo Upper? No. At this moment, no. Wow, he should have took a prize card. That could have been his Neo Upper. Take this. Haha. But no Drillbur to put it on. Come on, what are you gonna do, man? Oof. Colress. I think I got a 2 Colress, huh? Yeah. You get a magnetic. Yep. I got a Crispin. So yeah, I mean, this is the smart thing to do, right? Because then, but I should just get this. Because if someone dies, I can just do a Philippe or something, or a Crispin. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I already got a magnetic on him. A whole lot of thminking on this. I'm a thminker. Oh, yeah. And I should have probably just... Yeah, undermine here. Discard some cards of his. Oh, yeah. Get rid of that Night Stretcher. This is looking real good. I like this deck. It's really control-y against Dragapult. It's really nice. The key is getting Drillbur out charged up with 2 steals, though. So, if we can do that consistently, guys, I think we can give Dragapult a run for their money consistently, you know? Uh-oh. Don't tell me, dude. Don't you dare have Neo Upper in your hand. Wow. Then I gotta do a Meowth. Oops. Yeah, I gotta put him on my bench. What am I doing? Haha. Alright. Get... Get a Hilda, guys. Just to do the Bell, my Stevens Metagross, I got the rare candy in hand, you know. Okay. Wait, let me think. I'm gonna put 2 on him with Stevens Metagross. That should be the 2 that I need. And I can just charge up somebody else. Hold up real quick. I'm just gonna do this. Do some X boot. Oh yeah. And now he's good. And now I got this extra energy I can still attach to someone, so I'm gonna do it to Stevens Metagross. Metal Stomp's pretty solid, man. It's a solid attack, okay? I'm gonna do maximum drilling. It knocks. Bada bing, bada boom. Out of here. 2. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can use a Crispin, and let's see what we have here. He's gonna draw into his Neo Upper. Finally start attacking. Man, this got me confident. Drillbur's... You can take on Dragapult. Isn't that cool, guys? For sure he's got Neo Upper right here. No question. Ooh, and a Concede. You coward. That is my Mega Excadrill EX deck build, guys. I hope you guys really like it. Mega Skarmory is a good sniper. All these Pokemon are easily charged up with Stevens Metagross. Its ability X Boots, super solid. That's why it kind of makes me want to change Excadrill into an Uxie. Charge him up, I'll do some damage with Undermine in the beginning, and maybe even Sonic Ripper, do 220 to one of my opponent's bench Pokemon. Then I can just come in with Uxie instead of Excadrill and do 20 damage per damage counter on my opponent's Pokemon. I think that would be very devastating. Hope you guys stay tuned for that. But yeah, get out there and battle some people, guys, alright? Enjoy life, and let's battle sometime, huh? What do you think?